We have an ammeter and a voltmeter connected in series with a battery. Let's say I current is flowing and the voltage across the voltmeter is V. Now a certain resistance is connected in parallel with the voltmeter like this. So let's say its value is R. The readings of voltmeter and ammeter both changes. So the current measured is eta I and voltage measured across the voltmeter becomes V by eta. We need to find the voltmeter readings after the connection of the resistance. So we need to find the value of V by eta. So we need to just take resistances R1 and R2 of the ammeter and voltmeter. So it's not given in the problem, so you have to assume some values. So I, R1, V, R2, R, eta. So except eta and E, everything else is a variable in this problem right now. And we need to find the value of V by eta. So let's start with what we already know. So initially the current is I. So I is E by R1 plus R2. And voltage across voltmeter is V. So that is I times R2. And I is E upon R1 plus R2. So this is our first equation. So we have already utilized the current equation in here. Now in second part, in this situation, V by eta, that is the voltage across this voltmeter, that is E minus voltage across this one, that is E minus eta I R1. So again, let's use the first equation to replace the value of I. So we get E minus eta E R1 by R1 plus R2. So by doing this, you can see how we managed to take care of R. So we are not having R as a variable anymore. Because when we calculated the voltage across voltmeter, we made use of E minus voltage across ammeter. So we did not deal with R at all. So there are several ways you can do this problem, but we are going to do it in the most efficient way, at least the most efficient way I know. So there we get rid of R here and we get rid of I also by putting this in this equation. So now we have two equations and we need to find the value of V by eta. So you can see here, if I put eta here instead of using this equation, if I do V by eta here, so I'll get a term of the ratio of R2 by R1. And here also I'm getting a ratio of R2 by R1. So let's reduce one more variable by putting R2 by R1 as T. So then we divide 1 by 2, so we get rid of V also. So that gives eta is equal to Et upon 1 plus T upon E minus eta E upon 1 plus T. So we got rid of E and we got rid of V and we got rid of one of the variables R1 and R2. So instead we got the ratio R2 by R1 and that we replaced as T. So you can see here also, if we got the value of T, it will be easy for us to find V by eta. So solving this becomes a simple quadratic equation whose roots are eta is equal to T and 1. So voltage is dropped, so it cannot be 1. So eta is equal to T. So now we put in our first equation, V by eta, which we are required to find, is equal to 1 by eta times this value. And this is E times T upon 1 plus T, which gives our answer E by 1 plus eta. So this question is not difficult theoretically, but mathematics it's a bit tricky. So once again, I'll explain how we did it in an efficient way. So immediately first we put the value of I here. So we got rid of current. And in second part also we got rid of current by putting the same value I here. And this equation also we wrote as the voltage across the voltmeter. So we wrote that as E minus eta I R1, so that we don't have to deal with R. So that way we reduced some more variables. Now in equation 1 and 2, we still have a lot of variables. So we have V, we have E, no, E is not a variable, sorry. We have V, R2 and R1. So taking the ratio of R2 by R1, we reduced one more variable. and then it was easy to solve and we got our answer.